What is going on, my lovely ladies and gentlemen of the world? You may notice I'm starting out right in the middle. You may also notice if you look over these names, there's two of them right here. I found the secret to this man's success. He's a leader, I think. Like, he's one of the named ranks, right? And I kind of pay attention to win rates when I look at the profiles when I'm downloading. And this dude's only played 113 games. He's won 103 and he hit a named rank. That just feels wrong to me. I mean, like, yeah, obviously, he's won 103 out of 113 games. That's pretty damn incredible. On the flip side of that, I feel like you shouldn't be able to move up the ranks that quickly, right? It makes it feel almost meaningless. And I've kind of felt that about this the BlazBlue's ranking system in general. It just feels like it's really easy to get to around level 30. And then, you know, like from 30 to 35, there might be a little bit of difficulty. But I see a lot of pretty subpar players, I think, in like the 31s, 32s, 33s, and then like if you hit 34 or 35 and the named ranks, you're generally pretty good. But I feel like, anyways, so the secret of this man's success, obviously he's just beating up on all the poor Tager players in the world. What a dick. It's the entire point of that. But yeah, I don't know, because it feels like from what I see in the arcades, their ranking, the ranking system, which I assume, like, why would they change it, right? Like, did they? I don't know, but it just feels like it's proper in terms of the, you know, like when you see somebody play and you see their rank, you're like, yeah, that looks about right. Versus whenever I see, like, I'm watching replays and I see a level 34 person that can't even do a combo, and it's like, why the hell did they even get here in the first place? This gets confusing sometimes. I don't know. How are you gonna get hit by a spark like it's here? You're not supposed to get hit by spark bolts? Shut up. I actually don't have a charge cable long enough. Oh yeah, that's the problem with characters like Hibiki, where you can just keep hitting buttons and you'll keep getting normals. You're very susceptible to 720s. You're relying on those Gatling style combos. Is he really gonna take this? Please don't let him take this. Now, see, now he's scared of that. Wasn't scared enough. I was about to say he's scared of that spark bolt now, but then he went and did like one of the slowest moves Hibiki has. That was a very confusing decision. Oh, but no confirm? Mr. 103 wins out of 113 games, and you can't even confirm a counter hit that big, and he's gotten hit by every spark bolt, and he gets hit by the reset! This is what I'm talking about! You don't deserve leader, you don't deserve a hero! I'm dying! I'm dying! You literally, all you have to do to do that combo is legitimately match 60. How can you fuck that up? He's a 720. It actually looked like he recovered. Did he rapid cancel that? I don't know. I wasn't paying quite enough attention, but it just looked like because of the overdrive cancel, he had enough time to recover, and he may have been able to jump out of that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not good enough at this game. Yeah. To notice things like that. That is setting the tone early for what to expect from this Naoto, going for the unblockable. That early. I guess he does get the double. Oh my god! That dude just got fucked so hard. Did he kill with these? No, not quite. You know what? I'm not convinced. I think if he had ulti canceled that, it would have hit. He could kill. Naoto can. Never mind, this Naoto sucks. He can kill on this. Yay. I'm so glad they buffed Exceed Excel. What the fuck was that? There was a 0% chance that DP was gonna hit. He was nowhere near where a character would need to be to potentially, like, there was no potential for him to even, like, accidentally run into it, right? That was just a distance, a spacing where DP would never work. And he just threw it out anyway. What is wrong with you? Oh my god, it's online. It's fucking online. He confirmed something! He's dead. He's not dead. If that was, I mean, that didn't even count. If that was the old minimum damage, he would have been dead. That didn't do quite as much. I thought that would have been a significantly better starter than it actually was. Like a counter hit, final hit Eureka? Dude. You would think that would be pretty fucking brutal to get hit by, but apparently it's not that bad. Oh my god! But see, like, this is what I'm talking about. Both these players are level 32. Has he not woken up with Sentinel Dunk or DP? Just do hit buttons after that. Stop. You don't get to do that. What? It's, oh my god! This is why I need a webcam. Because, I mean, for you guys, I just went silent. Like, my microphone just broke. You don't know. I'm sitting here face-palming. That's all that I'm doing. I'm just face-palming at what I just saw. That... Oh my god, that was a match. Brutalizing the Blaze Blue. I can't believe somebody actually just managed to dodge something with Susanoo's backdash. Speaking of Susanoo, oh my god. I thought he was gonna hit by that 6B. There is, thanks to this patch, apparently, everybody wants to play Susanoo. I legitimately, it felt like about 25% of, that's way too much. I would say it, but like a good 10% of the matches had Susanoo that were available for replays. Had Susanoo, which that killed! What the fuck is the minimum damage on that? I can't believe that killed. But yeah, there is an enormous amount of Susanoo players. I mean, that's 900 is respectable as hell for just ending with a random special move. I don't know about the actual minimum damage, but I assume it is, given that last hit killed for the round. Man, that has shit hit stun for it being a fatal counter! What am I watching? Dear God! That's not even all they want to do is stay in the air. All the that's fucked up. Oh, that was all so fucked up. Oh, don't astral. Oh, I wonder if he wanted to astral and just fucked it up. I wonder if he's gonna lose for it. Susanoo can do it. I mean, he doesn't really have any power-ups, but and he has no meter. Yeah, never mind, he can't do it. Fuck. No meter, no power-ups. He's not gonna get his burst back anytime soon. Oh! He didn't even get a power-up there. Put a stamp on it. It's done. It's done. No faith. I had a little bit of faith initially, and then he didn't get anything from that power-up, and it was just, yeah, it's over. So, the more I think about it in regard to this, I'm glad this came up. I actually think Mai versus Tager might actually be Tager's worst matchup. I mean, I don't have enough actual Mai experience to be sure of that, but I really do feel like if a Mai plays properly, i.e. not doing what this Mai is doing, what? You just what? Out of all the things you can do, this man's trying to 360 you. Out of every option you have of an OD rate, the worst thing you can do is just stand still in front of it. Wait, what the shit? What the fuck? Come on, she's dead. Like, just look at her health just get chunked down. This combo does so much damage. That's the only good thing about Tager in this version of the game, is that if you get hit in the corner and he can do that 6C, 5D loop on you, you are going to feel it for at least a couple of weeks afterwards. So that was more along the lines of what I was expecting when, you know, I actually booted this up. Not, oh hey, he just OD'd and I can legitimately, or I just OD rated and I can see a 360 happening directly in front of my face. Let me stand still. You know what? This play, like, she just did the same thing, and obviously she got 360 because obviously that's what's gonna fucking happen if you stand still in front of fucking Tager. He actually could have atomic. No, maybe he can't. I was about to say you could probably atomic collider that, but atomic collider only has a small amount of invulnerability, and it's only head invulnerable. Which usually special moves like that Mai's using, they don't actually hit high. So things that are head invulnerable don't actually go through them, even though you are technically trying to throw out an anti-hit. So yeah, she'd actually probably come down and the spear would hit his hand. Oh my god. Okay. What can you even say to that? There are no words to respond to that. There's only sadness and pain. Like what I assume is about to. I just saw Valkenhayn and I downloaded, man. But I think this Valkenhayn had like a 42% win rate, and it's against Jin. Man, I love Valkenhayn. It's just, he takes way too much work. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Okay. I'm down with it. Oh, damn it. Free win if he had just rapid canceled that. I mean, he got the win anyway, but oh, that got me happy in my pants for a second, and then just immediately got blue balled. Might have been able to TC. What is he trying to bait at? It's Valkenhayn. Like, what's he gonna do? Managed to get out and went right back in. Just had a fistful of ice right there. Man's just trying to learn how to control wolf form, and he accidentally ran into a glacier. That's all that's stuck in my head right now. Just imagining Valkenhayn just soaring through the skies in wolf form, and then a glacier just appears out of nowhere, and he just slams into it. You just have like that imprint left over, like a Wile E. Coyote style. He's just spread eagled. Just a spread eagled Valkenhayn sized hole in the ice. It's making me giggle. We can definitely still win this. That's a scary argument. I mean, it would have been very tough, but he had 100 meter. If he had 100 meter in overdrive, I would say that's still about a 50-50 chance of Jin taking that. But without the overdrive, it's a lot harder. Still possible, but just not likely. At least there's a word for it, called unlikely. Good job with English, Nate. You got it. Hibiki had like 13 different opportunities throughout that course of events to be able to hit her with something. What the heck? Oh no. I thought she got, for some reason I thought she got like the super version of the bat. Like she's got the super version of missiles, not the bat, which is fucked up. But she gets slide head. That's what the super version of her hammer is. It is slide head. Why are you so scared of Platinum? It's Platinum! She's not very good! Like, you don't need to be scared of her normals or her neutral. Why is this guy so... I just don't understand. When I see people play like this and they just play so scared the entire time, I just cannot understand it. Like, that's one of the worst things you can do in anime fighting games is play scared. Like, regardless of what character you are, regardless of what that character's particular play style is, you need to be able to just bully people. Every character has that ability. Some of them less so than others, right? Like, if you're Arakune without curse, the fuck are you gonna do? And obviously the ability of characters, you know, like Nine or Izanami versus somebody like Bullet or Noel. Really nothing to worry about in regard to the latter two, whereas the former two, it's like, Jesus Christ, like, there's such a huge disadvantage. But every character in the game has a way to impose their will, and if you're not willing to do that, you're never gonna win. I forgot Ragna was an OD for a second for some reason, even though I'm watching it live on my screen right now. I was like, man, that was a shit punish. And then he got the wall pounce. Oh, I'm not smart. I mean, I guess maybe an attempted roll catch, and he was expecting it to land, and like he tried to Gatling into something, and the Gatling didn't come out. He didn't know what the fuck to do. That was just awkward. About to basically use him around for it. Yeah, you can DP that for free. That's the big weakness of Blood. Okay, you can't. Okay, apparently you can DP that for free. DPs are always free if you don't try to punish it. Oh! He got an OD at the start of the round, and he got it back. He got his burst back and was able to use it again. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That was a mistake. Nobody ever means to do 6A. Right in somebody's face. Nice hitbox. Nice game. What? There hasn't been a single match that I've been like, damn, these are good players. It's just like, this is going somewhere. You know, I can see this, you know, if somebody does something proper, I'll definitely give them the props they deserve, and then some shit like that happens in every single match. I thought the match was over. I forgot Susanoo won round 1. Like, just watching this, it doesn't feel like this Susanoo's actually really done anything. So it's just strange to me to think, like, oh yeah, he won a round. Okay, that's something. Get him with it once, just keep doing it until it stops working. Stop working. Like, every single time this dude's done 6A, he's gotten one. He's not every single time, he's every time. But I think he's done it like 4 times. Twice it's whiffed, and twice it just let him get his ass beat, but somehow he still won the match. Like, I feel like that Susanoo never actually did anything at all. Like, I don't think he ever landed a single full combo, didn't ever land any supers, nothing. Somehow still won the match. CF 2.0 Susanoo, I guess. Fuck? Man, I thought that was picked up on the microphone, but there was like... It's almost like something just fell on my roof. Somebody's trying to follow me and put me on my misery. I wouldn't be too mad about that at this point. I need to have like a counter or something. There's just like number of matches since we've seen a full combo. Oh, this Hazama ruined it. He actually did a good combo. Oh, why does this character exist? Let me tell you, if you want to just throw cross tag battle into a coffin and bury it for me right now, announce Hazama. You announce Hazama with the cross tag battle, and it's off my radar permanently at this moment with how it's been going. Don't like this And the entire time I was just waiting for a Jayako because the S has not stopped hitting buttons. Like a lot of times when you have characters that are able to do, they're able to, you know, throw out projectiles that, you know, they think like, oh, you have to respect this, right? It's on the screen. What are you gonna do? That, you know, I get to keep playing as long as it's on the screen. And so then they just get bopped by invulnerable moves. So I was just sitting there waiting for the Jayako for like 10 seconds. Awesome, man. That purple throw woke him up. That's fucked up. Okay, never mind. This Hazama was capable of doing one real combo and blew his load right there. Wasn't able to keep up for the rest of the day. Still gonna win. Should. It's weird to watch all these matches and really legitimately feel like I'm not watching particularly good players, you know? Despite the fact that they're all fairly highly ranked. Oh, they match how it. Oh, Hakumen's hair needs to be brighter. Look how like luxurious, well taken care of Susanoo looks like. Hakumen just looked like he just took a dive into a bunch of. believe he didn't do something with that. That was such a huge whip punish opportunity. Actually, I mean, he had full meter at that point in time, and he still had a little bit. Stop standing up. How are you a leader? I mean, he still had like a second or two of overdrive left. He had all the meter in the world to work with. Like, he could have killed with that. 100%. He was like a mile behind him! How did that hit? Come on, Blaze Blue! What? Arc system works. I need y'all to look at this. And I need you to understand, this shit ain't right. Can you kill off of this? Once I saw the 6A, I thought he was fucking it up, but I didn't know you could cancel that. So, maybe it's distorted. Because I figured at that point, like, he's gonna get the ground bounce and he's just gonna tech out the ground bounce because it did stuff already. But this player is at least a little bit smarter than me. He's about to eat another 4K. Like, I don't even think he needed that rapid cancel. He was high enough in the air that I think he could have still followed that up. That was just the casual 3 combos. Just the casual 3 combos. Every single one was good 4K. What were they fucking thinking? It was just such a poor decision. Ah! I like this Makoto. I like Makoto in general. I don't like that. That's gonna be okay. I figured he was gonna get 4K for that. He probably could have if he had gone for the full combo, but it's smarter in the long run. You sacrifice a bit of damage in order to get active flow, which will increase your damage by a pretty significant amount. So you hope when you get active flow that the damage you potentially lost is going to get made up by that bonus damage you're getting from active. I would not have thought that was going to cross up. Okay, alright. Can she? If she had overdrive, actually, she may have been able to kill from that, but... Oh my god. Please. Oh! If only Hazama's chain was like somehow part of his hitbox. Like if you hit the chain, you hit him. Because I was thinking that entire time, like I wonder if Makoto can parry these. That's where that thought came from, but it probably wouldn't work. You never like to see Hazama win, but they made him so damn good in this version of the game that it's gonna be rare to not see him win. This poor Makoto, she's just clueless. She has no idea what to do. And this is burst save. Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, we fucked it up. But yeah, that would have been all burst save. She would not have been able to survive that. This Hazama doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to commit to anything. And that's a problem with a character like Makoto. Is that you do everything you do, you have to hard commit to it. Whereas characters like Hazama can just kind of, poke you, wait for a little bit of a mistake, wait for something to happen, and then capitalize off of it. Whereas with Makoto and characters like her, you are declaring your intentions very blatantly, and there's no going back. There's no, like feeling your opponent out. You go in hard every single time. Oh no. She could have gotten a full combo from that. It's a little worrisome that she didn't. I don't know why she didn't just 5D again. Like, Noel's stuck in those. You know, she can't get out of it. Once she's in her drive, she's there. She's not changing that up anytime soon. So I'm really surprised this bullet didn't do another 5D. Because she'd already committed to a 4D, right? So she's not going to be able to escape if you throw something out that can hit her. Really bad. I need to stop downloading bullet replays. I always have high hopes, but like, everybody knows this character just isn't really worth putting time into. What the shit was that? Okay, there we go. It's a start. It's a start. Oh, that you hate to see that type of thing happen. Okay. Oh, that actually is fairly awkward timing. I fucked that up quite a bit when I did her trials, because a combo does require doing that. And it's really, they made some of the timing for her drive follow-ups really awkward now in this version of the game. And that's definitely, I think, the most awkward one she has. Right. Watching CS Noel all over again, where people, like, they didn't really have anything with the character. They didn't really have setups. They didn't really know what they were doing. They would just commit to a drive and then just keep hitting buttons. And so you just see them, you know, like, all spastic and shit, just shaking around the screen with no real point. Oh. There we go, got it that time. That's what I like to see, girl. Oh, I've been waiting for that 4D the entire time. Unfortunately, this does only do 46, 20, the same as Vegas, so it will not kill. Once you had active flow, so it is 5,000. But yeah, bullets is exactly the same as Tager's, so it does exactly the same amount of damage. Well, hers requires you to have drive. Does it still? Because it actually used to require all of your meter, right? In CP, you had to spend 100 meter to get the full thing. Now they changed it so you need heat. I believe to do the last bit. But yeah, so long as you have level 2 heat, it does 4620. What was that? 5082 if you have active flow, and then 56. Or no, 54, right? No, I think it's 5620. If you're in overdrive 80 of active flow. I don't know how, I actually don't know how much it does if you only have overdrive. I think it's around 52. A classic. I would have lost my shit. I actually kind of halfway expected that to actually grab her, but I forgot that was one of the changes they made to Tager, was to make it so that shouldn't happen. That 16's not a good. I mean, it can be a kind of a tricksy, you know, cute sort of thing to do to catch somebody by surprise, but a character with normals the size of S's is not the kind of character you want to try to get cute with. And stop moving 2D altogether. That's something I need to do too. Like, 2D is somewhat bolstered by online, because you have less time to react online, it's just the nature of it. But, like, I have never played anybody even halfway decent offline that would let me get away with 2D. Never. They will always either hop over it, just punch you in the face regardless, use something that pulls back their hurt box, and allows them to hit you. I mean, any number of things. I've never gotten away with throwing out 2D against a good player. It's always just not a habit you want to go. I'm actually surprised that 6 hit. I thought it was good. Armor would have activated in time. Maybe help that. Oh, come on. I think no matter what, even if he had held it long enough to pull her to where it would grab, I think he still would have got hit by that projectile before he grabbed it. And then obviously that just sucks. Oh, he died for it. Wow. That's a bummer. Alright, so I did this. Normally I wouldn't download this replay, but honestly, I saw it, and I couldn't remember the last time I've actually seen Kokonoe play. Like, it's and I don't really understand why. She's still a super good character. She's not broken anymore, but she's never not been very good. That was the best of decisions. The fireball floating in my face. Maybe I can punch through it. Let's try. Good answer. Do I want to come back down? No? Where the fuck did it go? I thought it lasted for longer than that. That's not good. You got the double dash? I'm pretty sure that's not easy. As far as I'm aware, that's not easy. Yeah. Oh, no. I hate this fucking move. Like, the thing that gets me the most is that it's safe on block. It's like plus 6 or something. Like, it's really safe on block. That's what gets me about it. Got him! Oh goodness. This poor Ragna has no idea how to deal with Kokonoe. Oh! Kinda gotta push that. What the Kokonoe has a pretty damn good answer here. See, like, that's a move that just did 2,000 damage raw that you can't really get away from thanks to the magnetism. And it's safe on block. I just don't get it. I mean, it essentially tracks full screen, safe on block, does a lot of damage, not a bad starter. Safe on block. Fucking don't get it. Action! Okay, so that doesn't have a high minimum damage, like now that I'm actually paying attention. So why did it do so? Is there a height? What if the damage is based on the heights? Because they were damn far. Ooh, you done fucked up, homeboy. Not as much, that's not as much as it could have been. If he had done atomic, like immediately gone into just like a normal into Atomic Collider, and rapid cancel that. He would have got 5. Obviously not for that's that was actually intentional. Hey, he learned! He's not getting hit by random spark bolts. Okay, never mind, he didn't learn. Oh, has he got the real combo? Oh, that's boring. Okay, he definitely doesn't have the real combo. What the fuck was that? That is an easier way to do that, for sure. But you get, obviously, far less damage. And you can prorate the combo more by using 5B like that. The real combo, you do 6A when they're low enough to the ground that you get... when they're low enough to the ground that you get the ground skid that allows you to combo into 6C. Then you go into that air loop. And you can do whatever from there. It's like a free 5-5. I shouldn't say free, it's actually decently difficult time. I am surprised that grab. Might be dead. Boom, boom, boom. I was waiting for the Magnatech wheel. So I think if he had Magnatech wheeled off of the 6C, it would have killed. Not 100% certain. You could have also potentially Magnatech wheeled off of the follow-up B-Sledge as well. But he teched pretty early into that, so I'm not convinced about that. I mean, I'm not completely convinced that the 6C Magnatech wheel would have killed him in the first place. It would have been very close. But he wouldn't have lost the round if it hadn't killed, whereas him dropping that combo lost him the round. But he done did. So this GB bullet is the first bullet I have ever seen in the online replay section that has higher than a 50% win rate. She gave a wall stick from that bullet. Yeah, she would have gotten the wall stick, so she would have been able to do that without using up her heat. I don't know why she used it. That too. See, I did some testing with Bullet. Because the one thing I wanted to figure out is off of what starters could you get double heat up with her? So basically be able to do like drive, follow up something drive. And off of a starter like that, which I believe she got a counter hit JC, right? She would have been able to just do 5C. Yeah, 5C. 5C Mikilet capture. Just go immediately into 6B JD. Then you do another Mikilet capture and you do that again. You get 2 free heat off of that. Why the hell did I doubt? You know what? I know why. I was like, you know what? I haven't really gotten anything outside of, you know, the kind of requisite characters that I search for. Because, I mean, there weren't a bunch of the ones that I usually look for, right? Like, there was no bang. Wasn't really that much Hakumen. That drop. But so I was just like, you know, I'll kind of grab more or less the same 5 characters consistently at all these replays. So let me just grab this one. Characters that aren't really involved in that sort of thing. And I already regret it. I really like this music. I'm just gonna throw that out there. That is the grand sum of my contribution to this match. I really like this theme song. Pretty bumpin'. Remember the good old days when people said they just nerfed Knife 9 in the ground and he's never gonna recover from it? I do. Same thing with Rachel. Fighting game players suck. Like, that's something I've noticed in general. It's not just fighting games, because I've started to get more and more into MOBAs recently. And so, you know, I started to kind of pay attention to the communities around them, start to pay attention to the discussions that revolve around them. And almost universally, like, if a character gets nerfed at all, you're gonna have a subset of the community that's like, you just ruined this character! They'll never be the same again! They suck now, they're unplayable! And it's like, they lost 3 health. They lost 3 health out of their total health pool. Not much is gonna change, my dude! People still freak the fuck out anyway. It's very strange. People are very bad at kind of, you know, like parsing information and understanding the implications of it and whether or not it's actually going to be impactful. Because that was the main thing that I noticed about 9. Like, a lot of people were just paying attention to, like, oh man, 9 has pretty much the biggest change list and they're all nerfs. She's fucked. And yet, like, 90% of the nerfs were, this move is now negative X on block, which is, you know, which is Y more than it previously was. But they're all Gatling normals. It doesn't matter if a normal is negative on block when you can Gatling out of it in the first place. It's just an irrelevant piece of information. But people were still just like, she has so many nerfs, she's gonna suck. I just didn't get it then. Obviously they have been proven wrong now, so whatever. That's actually one habit I need to fix with myself. Because there are a lot of characters with setups like that where they throw something out like right in your face, and it's intended to whip. It's not supposed to hit. And to me, whenever I see that on Wake Up, it just screams to me, this person just fucked up. They're vulnerable. I can hit them. But they're not. Like, they recover before you tech, and so they can put out something. So they can put something out before you can actually initiate yourself, and it's always going to beat anything you can do, unless you pick an invincible reversal. Oh, I should have saved this one for later. You know what, I'm going to do that. Take your mirror match save for last. You don't get to see this until the very end. You got to stick around to the very end. Or you can, oh, and they're hero and leader too. Or you can just, you know, skip. Because I have timestamps, but whatever. I have faith. Actually, I highly recommend the Hazama's involved here. Go ahead, move on. What's the worst that could happen? You miss a Hazama match, oh no. Very interesting. Can you get, this is something I feel like I should know, but can you get a Valiant off of a counter hit stop? I don't think there's enough hit stop. But it would be very close. I think it's like, it's like maybe 5 or less frames away from connecting, but I don't think it would actually come. That is my guess. I completely unverified. That's that. I think you would have been able to kill off of that. If that weak point had not worn off literally 2 milliseconds before he landed that 3D. He tried to dash through that, but he didn't get through. You may have noticed, like, Hazama kind of got pushed back a little bit. That's because, basically, like, as far as I understand... Oh, no! I put my controller down. And, let's just go ahead and hang on. Very unprofessional over here. I put my controller down, and I guess it triggered the R2, which I believe skips to the next round. To explain. Like, for some reason, I was putting the controller down so that I could explain optimally using proper hand motion, which you can't see, but for some reason that's just a habit. I do that a lot. Like, I actually express myself with my hands a lot, despite the fact that you can't see anything. But as far as I understand it, the way it functions is that you basically have like the front half of the hurt box and the latter half of the hurt box with a feature like Azrael's dash through. If you're, even if technically it looks like you should go through, if you don't get past the 50% point of the hurt box, you stay on the same side. But it needs to decide where to actually put your characters, and so it looked like they just kept Azrael where he was and shifted Hazama backwards to compensate. He needs to stagger. If he wants to be going for the records like that, he needs to stagger him. Because he's not giving Hazama any opportunity to press a button in the middle of the try to go for the counter. So he's still in hit stun the entire time, which obviously he can't do anything during that. He needs to, has he? I don't think I've seen him use a single 5D. He needs to use that. That's something I've noticed in myself as well. It's kind of like I make the assumption. I just kind of make the assumption that, like, this is Azrael. This person knows that they should be scared of Azrael. And so they're going to be expecting the 5D, thus I can always go low, but most people just don't block high, ever. So it's just better to go ahead and go for what you could have done. Could have gotten Valiant Charger in the corner and all this would have happened. Oh, no. Dead now. That was basically a free air throw at that stage. I hate to see that happen. Alright, this is another one that I don't really know why I downloaded it. I just figure it's gonna look silly as shit. Because there's gonna be so much crap flying around the screen. With Litchi and her snap. Double. So far, it's meeting expectations. People still do that, huh? For all this time, they still do OD raid, immediately do exceed itself, regardless of what's happening on the stream. I thought they'd have learned. Oh, higher ranked one's losing for free. If they had meter, they would have been able to finish that. Man, Litchi pressured when you don't have your own staff for a potential reversal, that's fucked up. Now you get to experience the pain of fighting against your character. Karmic justice right here. Because the problem with Tager's mirror matches, you get to see that, is that you get the same kind of experience, just multiplied exponentially. Because it's just like your own character is so susceptible to his own bullshit. Also, he has additional rock, paper, scissors games that are like that only exist in the Tager mirror match. Like Round Start. Round Start is a legitimate game of rock, paper, scissors. You can 3C, which will beat basically anything, except for 6B. But if you 6B, that gets beaten by just about anything, period. Or you can just jump, but if you jump, Tager can recover in time to do something. Or you can just walk backward. Well, you can't walk backwards. Backdash. 4D is another option. 4D will beat 6D. It's just... Tager being back is the bullshit. It's the grand sum of that whole explanation. Now that I've shut up and I'm actually hearing this, I want to interview the voice actors for Litchi and just ask, like, were the developer notes for this, or like the producer's notes, whatever, did they literally tell you to make these sounds as sexual as possible? Because there's no way that's an accident.
The wheel of fate is turning. Level 1. Action!
You don't do it. What? What the fuck is happening in my life? I mean, it's like this Izayoi just completely forgot how to play after they got hit by that fatal counter 2D. Like, every single thing they've done has just been purely wrong. What the fuck was that? What kind of bullshit ghetto-ass setup was that? What did you expect to happen? Super jump J2C? Go back to using that, like, I assume it's a 3C, that little slide normal. Just keep doing that. He's not gonna block it. He hasn't been blocking, period. He's gonna sledge into it. Just fucking do it. Low profile, whatever. It's gonna hit him. The fuck are you scared of? 3C, it'll hit him. There we go. Alright.
Level 3 action!
Even the follow-up? What the fuck? It has actually been a legitimately long time since I've seen a Tager do the follow-up to 360B. Like, that's something you only do that if it's guaranteed to kill. Like, he should have, after that 5C, he should have just done max tempo. Because nobody ever bursts off of the 5C. They always wait for like the 6A, they wait for the Atomic Collider, sometimes like right there they wait for the 6B. They never burst off of the 5C. So you should just do 5C Magnetech Wheel.
The wheel of fate is turning. Level 1. Action!
They're both sucking each other. Oh, never mind. The green one ran out of magnetism. But yeah, for a moment there, they were both attracting each other, as only Tager can do to himself. was that a hope to catch? Like, he could, if he was just spamming 360, he would have grabbed him for free out of that sledge. Okay, yeah, that's a secure kill. I just kept seeing the gadget fingers every single time. Like, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. But gadget finger rapid cancel 5D is actually some bullshit. That don't work. Oh, okay. Ooh, good punish. I dig it. That was actually pretty nice. I like this. I've never seen this dude before, but I like him. Okay, I don't like that. That shouldn't have worked. Ooh. Almost got like. I keep forgetting, like, that might work on Rachel, but I think it's Tager specific. The 6B, 6B, and 2C. Most characters just stay on the ground after that. So it just keeps working. I just keep seeing them going to 6B, and I'm like, what the fuck? You're giving up so much damage. And then I remember. Oh, he's definitely dead now. Woof. I like this Nama dude. I've never seen that name before, but I dig him. That was some good, solid gameplay right there. That was not the bullshit that I expected it to be. That was actually pretty damn solid play. So unfortunately, it didn't really live up to expectations. There was no Azrael mirror match, that's for damn sure. Regardless, thank you for watching. I took my break. I had to go back to physics. Yay!